What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? YouTube, Christian Horror here with another video. The name of this video is Which Halloween Films Are Bad? And the reason I want to make this is because, on Facebook, I'm in a couple groups and stuff, and I'm never really vocal on Facebook when it comes to movies and things I like. Not because, I'm antisocial about talking about movies and stuff on Facebook. It just seems like it's so many fights a lot and so many arguments over which film is bad. And when somebody says they don't like a film, sometimes it's like, I don't see how anybody could like this film. It's a POS. This film is terrible, yada yada, blah blah. Things like that. I'd never understand it, and I don't want to subject myself to, having to defend my favorite Halloween films. So let's talk about something. What constitutes a Halloween film to being bad? Here's the thing. I will never try to convince somebody to like a movie that I like. That's not the point of this video. I just think that sometimes we get a little too caught up in just disliking a movie for one reason or another. And here's the thing. One of my favorites in the series, besides Halloween 3, I don't need to talk about that. I've talked about it so much. I'm trying to give that a break. But one of my favorite Halloween films of all times in the series is Halloween 6, The Producer's Cut. That film gets a lot of flack. People don't like the timeline. They don't like the Thorn cult. And that's fine. I just love it. And I'll never try to convince you otherwise that I need you to like it. But there's so much hate for some of these films, and I never quite get it. All these things are for pure enjoyment and entertainment purposes. Like, I understand that Halloween has a diehard, dedicated fan base. I get that. I'm one of them. I love the franchise. Always will. I've got my little Michael, right here above me when I'm doing my videos, so he's always watching me. I just, when I was starting to think about it, like, what constitutes one of these horror movies to being bad? Because if you dislike a timeline or a reasoning for why Michael might be evil, so to speak, does that make it bad, or does that just mean you just don't agree with the timeline, or what? Because Halloween 6, when you watch it, the acting's pretty good. The cinematography's well done. The look of the look of Michael looks cool. So it's like, shouldn't it be good, or is it bad? Like, it's one of those things. I wish I could get everybody to kind of ease up a little bit on their hatred for some of these movies, because it just seems a little aggressive. Halloween Resurrection is another one. And the thing I try to tell people about when they say they dislike the movie or they hate the movie. And I'm not talking about the Busta Rhymes scene. I don't agree with that scene. I don't like it. I think it's a little distasteful. But besides that, the movie itself, you got to remember something. And I want to bring this up. A movie like that is definitely a product of its time. So I dislike that. When I say I dislike that movie, I don't really dislike it. I don't like the vibe that movies had in that era, in the early 2000s. Smart alecky, hip teenager type deal, with having the musical artist in a movie, horror movie, that thing, because that got big. Obviously, I didn't like the product of that time, but I still see it as a Halloween movie that I can put in, sit down, and just for an hour and a half, get lost in the world, and be entertained by it. So do I think the movie is bad? No. I just prefer that mid-90s feel of movies that Halloween 6 had a lot more. I don't like the vibe that Halloween Resurrection had in 2001, 2002. Time had changed, acting was different, cinematography was different, and it's got a different flavor, and it's not my favorite flavor. But I don't think any of the Halloween movies are bad, and I really want to know what you guys think. What makes a movie bad to you? What makes a movie bad? you know, when we get down to really talking about it and thinking about it, it really got my wheels turning. I was like, I want to talk to my viewers about this and really get some feedback. Are you like me? Do you really not dislike any Halloween movie? Or or do you just really think some of these movies are bad? You know, either way, it's okay. But I'm just wondering. I want to get feedback from you guys and talk to you guys about this to see if I'm weird in thinking this way, or do you guys feel the same way? But I'm Christian Hannah Horror. If you haven't checked out my channel before, please subscribe. Give this video a like. Please join the Christian Hannah Horror team, and I look forward to reading you guys' comments in the comment section. See y'all next time.